Hi there, it's me, Gamertar here. I'm recapping One Piece manga chapters 1006 through 1010. Please subscribe, watch fully, and send donations on the Patreon page and Mitar Space Tunes starting at $2 a month, or one-time donations on Ko-Fi starting at $7. Let's get into it. Chapter 106. 1006. Bo Hung spots Momosuke hiding amongst Yamato and Shinobu and broadcasts their location to the duo as are forced to fight out in the open. Sanji hears about Momosuke's group being in trouble and is forced to choose between going to save them or the 9 red scarabards. Meanwhile, Piro goes to join the battle in the Skull Dome after defeating Carrot and Wanda. Inside the Skull Dome, the samurai and beast pirates are struggling to avoid being fully overtaken by the Ice Oni, as Chopper furiously works on the cure. As Marco takes on King and Queen simultaneously, X-Drake and Hiroguro hold off Scatchman Apu and his forces, with Hiroguro growing back to the size he was during Odin's time due to the Ice Oni, drawing out the remainder of his strength, being on the level of power he was during his prime, but the Ice Oni just about to fully overtake him. Hiroguro is forced to have Yattertapa kill him and faces death with no regrets. I give this chapter 4.7 out of 5 stars. Chapter 1007. Chopper successfully develops his solution to the Ice Oni, a counter virus that will fight against Queen's deadly disease. Stops Yattertapa from killing Hiroguro. He fires the Chopper phage neutralizer out of a cannon, and it fills the room as a gas and heals with both the samurai and infected beast pirates. Preachers and waiters. Prior to Chopper's virus being released, Queen had told these servants that they were expendable and could best serve him by dying, and this causes them to turn on him and protect Chopper from his attacks. Marco then grabs hold of Queen's neck, allowing Chopper to activate Monster Point and unleash a powerful blow against the All-Star. Meanwhile, a hidden Momosuke tells Yamato and Shinobu that he believes he has been weak and foolish, but Shinobu tells him that he has been brave. This causes him to suddenly transform into his dragon form, pop out of Yamato's garment. In CP0 room, one of the agents reveals that the artificial devil fruit that Vegapunk was created by extracting Kaido's lineage factor, and says they hope that it was destroyed after being left on Punk Hazard. In the Treasury Repository, the mysterious person tending to the 9 red scabbards has disappeared, and now unconscious. Some prepare to go out and continue fighting in the war. However, they're then greeted at the door by what appears to be a living, healthy Kozuki Odin. I give this chapter 4.7 out of 5 stars. Chapter 1008. Odin claims that he was sent to future by Toki's powers, and that most of the Red Ninja Scouts believe it really is him. However, Ashura, Doji, and Rezo quickly realize this is a fake. And when Odin does not bleed after Ashura cuts his face, the Scouts realize that he is one of Kajiro's drawings and that their former comrade survived. Kajiro says he will pierce the heart of Kazuki family before he dies of his wounds, and the Odin drawing lights some explosive hanging under his clothes to kill all of the scarabs. However, Ashara is able to grab the fake Odin and move him out of the room, sacrificing himself in the explosion to save his comrades. As Contra himself moves out and attack Momosuke to find and attack Momosuke. Jack then comes to the Scarab's room to confront them. However, Ishiri stays to confront the All-Star alone while the rest of his comrades go to protect Momosuke. Meanwhile, Kazuki Orochi is alive and well despite Kaido's seemingly decapitation of him, and he and Fukutaraju move through the castle, setting it on fire as the act of revenge. On the Skull Dome roof, the five supernovas try desperately to figure out a way to get the upper hand against the tandem of Kaido and Big Mom. I give this chapter 4.7 out of 5. Chapter 1009, the 9 red scarabs run into Orochi and Fujijiro, and Orochi attempts to take on the injured samurai himself in his Yamato no Orochi form, but the scarabs proceed to cut 6 of his heads off at once. The scarabs then continue on with the exception of Raizo, who stays behind to confront Fukutarajo. On the Skull Dome roof, Kaido and Big Mom unleash the monster power combined attack, but Zoro manages to block it long enough to allow the supernovas to escape. Luffy then attacks Kaido, but the Emperor overpowers him with his fire breath, and Kanabo. Meanwhile, Law is able to teleport Zeus into a metal box made by Kid. Zoro uses Foxfire style to cut Prometheus into small pieces and kill her. Assault Nephilin. Kid then shoots metal spikes at Big Mom, and even though she punches him, he then repels the scrap he attached to her to throw her into the air, allowing Law to hit her with a rock in midair. The rock sends Big Mom flying off of Onushigama, and she falls down toward the ocean without her special homies to save her. I give this chapter 4.7 out of 5. Chapter 1010. Kaido attacks Zoro to stop him from attacking Prometheus, and while teleports Zoro away from the Emperor's attack. This allows Prometheus to fly down and rescue Big Mom right before she lands in the ocean. A Kid and Killer head to confront Big Mom while the others keep fighting Kaido. Zoro, having sustained grievous wounds from blocking the Emperor's Haki attack, puts his remaining energy into a final 9-sword style strike that manages to give Kaido a notable scar on his chest. Shocking, Kaido suspects that the swordman is using Supreme King Haki. Kaido immobilizes Zoro and Wall with Rami Hake. I'm not sure that word is. Rami Hake, whatever that is. But Luffy remains consciousness and friends the Emperor. Nothing that the advanced armament Haki applications he learned had not succeeded in inflicting road harm against Kaido. Luffy realizes that one can infuse objects with Supreme King Haki, a technique Kaido is capable of. With this revelation, Luffy starts putting his own Supreme King Haki to use and successfully hits Kaido with an affair with immense power, saying Law and Zoro can go back down below while he takes on the Emperor alone. I'm going to give this chapter 4.7 out of 5. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Help reach 1,000 plus subscribers. Watching fully helps increase the watch hours of 4,000 plus. Send donations to the Patreon page, Avatar Space, $2 at $2 a month, or a one-time donation on Ko-Fi starting at $7. Have a blessed day. See you next video visit. But for now, bye.